She is a Grammy-nominated singer, actress, and a writer, and her new single is out. It's called Good on Paper.
You deserve the fairy tale too. That fairy tale starring you. You deserve it, baby, you do. Even Cinderella didn't lose both shoes. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Oh, I love it. Singer Wayna's here now with more on her single, her upcoming album, and why she is in Atlanta. So welcome to Good Day, Wayna.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
It's good to have you here. So I noticed you doing a little bop as you were watching the video. That's catchy.
It's still new even to me, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Mary Cromwell Holmes directed it, and we had an amazing time doing it.
It looks fun.
Yes.
Looked like you had a good time doing it, and it sounds good too. So tell us a little more about it. I mean, it's always a big deal when you drop a new single. So tell us what you can about this one.
So this is really a cautionary tale to women who get sort of seduced by men who are good on paper, the things that we're taught to love about men. They have money, they're wealthy, I mean, all the superficial reasons that we choose lovers. And this is a cautionary tale, like, don't get seduced by these things, look at the real things, choose wisely, and your relationship might last.
Some words of wisdom.
Yeah.
That's deep, and that's important too.
It is. I mean, I feel fortunate. I've been married almost 20 years, and I think I chose well based on not superficial reasons, and it turned out to be, you know, the best thing that could have happened to me. So
congratulations. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Yeah,
also, you look like you're about 22. So the fact that you've been married for 20 years is what I'm trying to figure out. Trying to do some quick math in my head, but that's impressive. It really is. I want to talk about your name because it's one of the first things I asked you, right? You don't hear the name Wayna very much.
Yeah.
But I mean, what a cool story that goes along with it.
Yeah, so my full name is Wayna Ab, and it means in Amharic, in Ethiopia, the Ethiopian language, it means the wine of God. So it's very precious.
Wine of God.
Yes,
wow.
It's like communion, you know.
Yeah.
So it's very rare, even in Ethiopia, and very powerful. So I actually wrote a song about it called "I Won't Answer" because, you know, growing up, so many times people will butcher your name, or they'll give you an abbreviation of your name and say, "I'm going to call you this."
Yeah.
So it was really a way of celebrating, like, this is my heritage, this is my culture, I'm proud of it, and my identity.
Wow, that's powerful and that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, that's when you can just go by Wayna, right? When your name's Wayna, you can just go by Wayna. Like, that's what you do in that case. So you have such an interesting story too. Born in Ethiopia, and then you grew up in the DC area, and there's so many cool facts. During the break, I was telling her, I was like trying to figure out what to even bring up during this interview was tough because you have done incredible things like work in the White House.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, girl. So when I was graduating the University of Maryland, I took a speechwriting class, and they took us to meet the president's speechwriters. And the person who spoke to us was a guy named Terry Edmonds. He was the first African-American to ever serve as a presidential speechwriter. And he just seemed so cool and laid back. I was like, I want to do this. I want to see what this is like. So I applied for the internship program, and I got in, and I ended up working there for 3 years before I became an artist. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's not something that most people can ever say they've done.
It was really incredible. Brilliant people just walking around, you know, in the hallways. So it was really inspiring.
Very cool. Okay, let's get back to your music. You also have an upcoming album, and this is something I am fascinated in. I love it. The Housewives of Zamunda.
Yes.
And tell us what you can about that.
Okay, so I mean, we all know Zamunda from Coming to America, and I'm originally from Ethiopia. So I really felt coming out of the pandemic like we needed a laugh. I needed a laugh. So I started writing these sketches about these crazy African housewives. Yes, and this is us looking at us, loving each other, laughing at us, and all of our quirks, and celebrating the things that make us us. So it's like SNL meets Africa, I guess.
Oh my gosh, this looks perfect. It looks perfect. I can't wait to go watch it. Oh, I'm excited. So you're so creative. Like, how do you choose what you're going to focus on, right? Like singing, obviously, I mean, you're Grammy nominated, so that's impressive. That's incredible. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What's your sound, I guess? How do you characterize what your style is?
I would say it's world meets soul. I mean, my vocal heroes are Billie Holiday, Roberta Flack, Stevie Wonder. I toured with him for 2.5 years, so I learned so much in that experience. experience. So I really want to tell stories in my music, and stories of my life and people who I know and who I think everyone could relate to. So, you know, it's just the inspiration of a really powerful story, an honest story, something that makes people feel heard and seen, and that feels true to me.
I can tell authenticity, right? Is
Yeah,
something
exactly,
exactly. That's a big focus.
I mean, we're a lot more alike than we are different.
Yeah.
And that's the power of music, is that it can make us cut past all our identities and feel what's in the heart. So, you know, that's the place to do it.
So true, and beautiful music you've made too.
Thank you so
much. It really is.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
voice. Okay, so you're in Atlanta, you got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
What you doing here?
So I'm going to be at the Albany Museum of Art. A good friend of mine, an artist, Atlanta-based artist named Tracy Murrell, did this incredible collection that's a series of Ethiopian crosses superimposed with pictures of silhouettes of me and my family that are based on our pictures. So she did this incredible, totally unique, never done before collection, and it's been on exhibit at the Albany Museum of Art. And tonight we're talking about it and sharing her process, how she came up with it, and some of the stories that inspired the pieces.
Beautiful, what we just saw in those pictures.
Yes.
I mean, it's stunning, the work that she's done. So I can see how that's something that's near and dear to you.
Yeah, she's a dear friend of mine, and
That's
it's going to be
special.
special, yeah.
Very, very pretty. Okay, so what would be your advice for up-and-coming artists who just want to like get their foot in the door, like they want to do what you're doing, have that opportunity? What would you say to help them along?
I would say always know your why and revisit it whenever you need it. So whatever that thing is that makes you want to endure the not so glamorous parts of being an artist. Like right now, this is pretty glamorous, right? I'm in a beautiful, I'm talking to this gorgeous woman in this amazing studio. So this is glamorous, but there's a lot of not so glamorous things that go along with this journey. And if you are connected to your why and you know what inspires you, then you'll always have the motivation to keep doing what you're doing. So
Your why.
Yes, yeah, reconnecting, having that habit of going within and finding out what is that thing that makes me strong enough to keep at this.
Can we keep up with you? Do you stay on social
Yes.
media?
Yeah, I'm on IG, Facebook, and Twitter, Wayna Music, for as long as Twitter's around, but Wayna Music, WAYNA Music.
Wayna, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Stopping by to see us. We
Thank you,
appreciate
my
it. It's such a
dear.
pleasure to get to meet her. And Wayna's new single, Good on Paper, is out now. Be sure to check her out when she hits the stage. Well, she told us where she's going to be and what she's going to be doing. So looking forward to getting to hopefully have her back with us and to share more of what she has going on. Wayna hanging with us today.